Hello everyone, welcome to My English, My Life, an online English program for learning English from class 6 to class 12. Today we are going to talk about our 9th class, one of the important play we can consider that. So we know this very well. This incident was very familiar, which happened in the life of our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi, when he was in South Africa. A small incident changed his entire life. A small incident changed his entire career. A small incident which made him to fight for the nation. That incident we are going to talk about. A small play. Let's read and understand by character wise. So I'm going to give a quick summary for this. So let's begin the class. Featuring the young Indian, it is the young Gandhi. A full head of hair, a somewhat sensuous face, only the eyes help us to identify him. He is lost in his book, and there is a slight smile on his face as though what he reads intrigues and surprises him. He grins suddenly at some sight, then looks out of the window, weighing the idea. As he does, a European passes the compartment and stops dead on seeing an Indian face in the first class section. The porter glances at the European nervously. Gandhi pivots to the porter, holding his place in his book, missing the European who has moved down and the corridor altogether. We see the cover of the book, The Kingdom of God is Within You by Leo Tolstoy. So here Gandhi was traveling in the train. We know this incident very well. So when he was traveling, he was reading the book which was written by Leo Tolstoy, the person who inspired him very much. The God is within you. The kingdom of God is within you by Leo Tolstoy, about the human life, how should a human should live, which was clearly written by Leo Tolstoy in that book. So he was reading and he was laughing at himself. He was very seriously reading the book. And he was an Indian. When the European crossed the compartment, he has seen that an Indian's traveling, a black man traveling. In another way, we can say that a black man traveling in a first class section. So it was very shock for them. It was very embarrassed for them because the Europeans won't allow the black people to travel in first class. So what happened? Let's read and understand by the play. Gandhi, tell me, do you think about hell? The porter, hell? Gandhi, no, neither do I, but this man is a Christian and he has written. Porter, excuse me, Bass, but how long have you been in South Africa? Gandhi, a week. Porter, well, I don't know how you got a ticket for. He looks up suddenly. He then turns back quickly to his work. Gandhi glances at the door to see what has frightened him so. The European and the conductor push open the door and straight in. So now what happened? Suddenly he was reading the book and the porter came. The porters. So porter came, we can say the coolie or server. The porter came and he was looking at the porter and he said, do you know what is the meaning of hell? Because he was reading the book which was written by Leo Tolstoy, The Kingdom of God is Within You. So he was a Christian normally. So he said hell. Then he said, do you know what is the meaning of hell? Hell? No, I don't know the meaning of hell. Maybe he's a Christian, so he mentioned the word heaven and hell. So where the porter and the Gandhi were discussing, the discussion was going on, and the porter asked her, how long you are in South Africa? He said, a week. Then how you got a first class ticket? A black man, how you got a first class ticket to travel and in South Africa? And immediately got surprised. Why he surprised means the door opens. When the door opens, they came, the conductor, we can say ticket collector, the conductor and an European came into the compartment. Then a strange discussion will go between Gandhiji and the conductor. Let's see. Hey, here, coolie, just what are you doing in this car? Gandhi is incredulous that he is being addressed in such a manner. Why? I have a ticket, a first class ticket. How did you get hold of it? I sent for it in the post. I am attorney and it did not have the time to He has taken out the ticket, but there is a bit of a bluster in his attitude, and it is cut off by the cold rebuff from the European. So here what happened? Immediately conductor came and said, "A coolie." He not called the porter, he called Gandhi as a coolie because a black man. "A coolie, what you doing in the compartment, in the first class compartment? How you got the ticket?" He said, "I got a ticket." "How you got the ticket to travel in the first class?" He said, "I am a lawyer, I am an attorney. I have the right to travel. What happened to you? I got a ticket, I can travel. I can travel anywhere with the first class." Then immediately he got surprised, and European forced the ticket collector to do something what they are going to do. "I will take your baggage back." There are no colored attorneys in South Africa. Go and sit where you belong. He gestures to the back of the train. Gandhi is nonplussed and beginning to feel a little less sure of himself. The porter, wanting to avoid trouble, reaches Gandhi's suitcase. "I will take your luggage back." No, just a moment please. He reaches into his waistcoat and produces a card which he presents to the conductor. "You see, Mohandas K. Gandhi, attorney at law. I am going to Pretoria to conduct a case for an Indian trading firm. Didn't you hear me? There are no colored attorneys in South Africa." Gandhi is still puzzled by the belligerence, but is beginning to react to it, this time with a touch of irony. "Sir, I was called to the bar in London and enrolled in the High Court of Chancery. I am therefore an attorney, and since I am in your eyes colored, I think we can deduce that there is at least one colored attorney in South Africa." The colored stares amazed. Immediately what happened? A European was unable to digest to travel with a black man. Then immediately he said, no colored attorney in South Africa. Then immediately Gandhi is given, ironically, he said, "Maybe you can check." He given a card, and there he said, "I was a member of London and I got a certificate to go for my practicing in everywhere, and he got registered with High Court Bar Association, and I can teach, and my dear, you can say proudly, a colored attorney, now a colored attorney in South Africa." Then the porter was amazed at the words, was shocked by the words and answer of Mahatma Gandhi to that European. Then immediately the European was unable to digest by the words of Mahatma Gandhi. "Smart bloody kafir, throw him out." He turns and walks out of the compartment. "You move your damn Sammy carcass back to third class, or I will have you thrown off at the station." Anger, touch of panic. "I always go first class. I have traveled all over England. I have never. Next, Mattingubur station, exterior night. Gandhi's luggage is thrown out of the station platform. A blast of steam from the engine. A policeman and the conductor are pulling Gandhi from the first class car. Gandhi is clinging to the safety rails by the door. A briefcase clutched him firmly in one hand. The European cracks on Gandhi's hand with his fist, breaking Gandhi's grip, and policeman and the conductor push him across the platform. It is ugly and demeaning. Distinctly, Gandhi rights himself on the platform, picking up his briefcase. In his face a mixture of rage, humiliation, impotence. The conductor hurls Gandhi's book at his feet as the train starts to move. What happened? Gandhi said, "No, I can't move." Then immediately the conductor, the European, all they pushed out Gandhi from the train. They thrown the baggage of Gandhi to the platform. Then they thrown out from the train, pushed out from the train. Later, he come to know that previously he thought he wanted to do practice for the attorney, but that incident made Gandhi to fight for India, because he thought how Indians were treated, Indian people were treated by the people. Then immediately he thought, I want to get freedom for the people. Then immediately he started a freedom struggle, and later we can know what happened in India. That was the incident which made Gandhi to change his lifestyle. Gandhiji to change his dream Gandhi made his dream to freedom. So that was the end of it. Was an extract from the play Gandhi, which was directed and the great movie. So that was the end of the play Gandhi pushed out of the train. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe this video and the channel. Make your friends to share to your friends and let them learn the classes. Thank you for watching. Meet in the next class. Until then, bye bye.